Not that I think I'll need that here, but we'll see. Not sure. Oh, we got one of those like sticker bushes on us. Lovely. I think it's a snag. I had my hopes up that I was a trout there for a second, but I don't think so. I'm gonna work my way up first, and then down this side. I think that's gonna be my best bet, because there's literally just like no water in here right now. It's insane. I don't think there's gonna be anything in here, but make a good college try out of it at least. Yeah, it's just too shallow for anything. It's really bad. I haven't been here in quite a few weeks. And there's just nothing going on right now. Worm flew off, that's great. The fact that I'm wading through this relatively cold November water in PA is a bold decision if I've ever felt one before. Oh, it's crazy. It's actually pretty deep in here, and nothing. Not a single fish. Alright, I see some ripples up here. I'm trying to get to my little home base here on the sidelines. Trying to include more of the journey, you know, wading on through. Yeah, if you're interested in like light gear, these creek shoes and water socks are super solid. Grab them just both on Amazon. They're both really generic stuff. That was stealthy. Alright. Just try to loop one right into here. Come on. Come on. Oh, I missed it. Okay, that's fine. Oh, good. Worms are not staying on these hooks right now. That's not a fish. Okay. Alright. Yeah, part of this creek right here, you cannot use live or scented baits, but we are away from that section of it, so we are good in here, especially in Pennsylvania. You know, the regulations are insane. Like, some creeks will have 7 different jurisdictions of rules, so just make sure you're following all the guidelines. Even if something as harmless as a nightcrawler can fetch you a hefty fine anymore. Oh, oh, I see that. There's a couple trout right in front. Try and bounce it a little bit over. There are a couple browns in front of me, and a spider on my leg. Spider, it's November. Go home. Ooh, that's a really nice one. I'm trying not to move very much. All for a shot at this spot here. Someone just swam up against my leg. A little guy, I think. Someone definitely brushed me. Oh, you got kidding. Ooh. Was that something, or was I snagged for a minute? I think that was something there. I see your legs go numb after a minute. You're fine. Unfortunately, I took a big chunk of that worm out, but there we go. That's where I wanted it. Okay. There we go. Did he spit me? No, we're good. We still got him. We still got him. Ooh, we got a beautiful fall fish. Come here, buddy. Come on. I do have my net, but I should be able to just... Wow. What a beautiful fall fish. I'll plop him in that beautiful fall fish. Especially in that sunlight. Oh my god. What a beauty. I'm going to try and get a quick picture of him. Did bring my phone along. Fall fish are notoriously not fun to hold. This is a really good hole for fall fishing here, so I was hoping at the very least we could at least start the day with something. A bit for much. Oh. Had a bite. I think it's another fall fish. Come on. Come on. Yeah, there was another bite as soon as it hit the water. Just didn't hook set fast enough. Worm's the real MVP at this point. It won't catch me a trout, but could definitely get me another fall fish. Alright, well, sadly, I think he's the only one probably going to be biting. But, thankfully, we got one at least today. So, I know with my schedule, these videos are going to take a long time to do. But, so long as I'm at least making some progress, I don't care if it takes me, 4 trips to make one. Unfortunately, just don't have the time in life right now where I can dedicate, 12 hours in a day to fishing every now and then. Especially this time of year. I get out of work every other week at 4 o'clock. By the time I get anywhere that I'm filming something about, it's at least a half hour, and it gets dark at 6 to 6:15. You can fish past that, but, good luck getting any good footage or anything like that. So I'm going to switch spots. I'm going to wade back to the gear. Hey, we got one fish at least. Try. Here's what we're looking at, depth wise is about up to my knees. All right, the water is pretty considerably deep in this spot. I think with all the trees being down, it's kind of just gathering because it's barely even flowing through here. So this could be interesting. Yeah, it's so dark, can't see anywhere near the bottom. I think my bait just hit it. I can see a lot of fish swimming around. Probably mostly suckers, but... I had one. Terrible hook set. But it is a good sign. What do we got? Rock bass. First rock bass in here in a while. That brings us up to 2 species already. Very, very little guy. I think I see another one swimming around down there. Not very common in here, only really in the fall do you see them. And then when I came in here during all that flooding from Helene earlier in the year, there were a lot of rock bass in here. But other than that, in like the spring and everything, they actually are not really in this area. Ooh. Those might be a whole crew of trout swimming there. Oh no! No! I watched one of them pick it up and like do a head shake. I don't know if maybe he got like a little prick of the end there or not. No! Alright, well that's a good sign that there's a lot of fish in here at the moment. We got a very aggressive, ooh, that's a really nice sized creek chub actually. I'm not get stuck on anything. There's 3 species and 3 catches. Not too shabby for in here. Get a quick picture. It's alright, buddy. Alright, thanks a lot, buddy. That was a really nice sized creek chub. Unfortunately, he didn't take the worm. He threw it back into the water, most of it. But hey, all we need is a brown trout, and we're golden here today. Yeah, they're sitting in this deep, like pure black water right here. There's another trout bopping around. Oh, I don't know. Up we go. That is a really big fall fish. Holy crap. I unhooked him and he just freaked the hell out. I did not net him, and I should have. But there he goes. He was 10 inches. He might actually be my record fall fish. We have, my god, cutlips minnow. You know, I said I wanted a good multi-species video. That is fall fish, creek chub, rock bass, and this little cutlips minnow. Yeah. Guys are extremely numerous in here. Well, not even just in here, just in PA, but you know, they're just pretty much little suckers. Thank you, little buddy. Thank you for playing. All right, I think it's 1 worm and 3 species. It's insane. Actually, 4 species on this 1 worm. I think a rockback just swam up after it. Well, the Hellgrammite got us 1 little cutlips minnow. Not exactly what we're after today, but we caught him. Alright, buddy. See ya. Ay. Not my finest release in the world. Oh, we got a really nice one. Holy crap, we got a big boy. I'm actually gonna have to let him tire himself out a bit. It's gonna be one of my biggest trout ever. I think it's a trout. Yeah, it's a brown. All right, I'm gonna hop down to this area a little bit so I can net him. Got him a little tired out. It's all right, buddy. Ooh, not yet, I don't. It's all right, buddy. It's all right. There we go. Wow. That is one of the biggest trout I've ever caught. Get a quick picture of him. Alright, the spot in the water here is not near as stable as I had hoped it would be, so I'm gonna see how this goes for my life. I'm also making a dust cloud, apparently. I'm sure the crayfish will be pissed off that live up here. Yeah, so the hook set was a little rough on that last guy. Got him pretty quick. He swallowed it to the top of his mouth, which is why I did turn the camera off just in case that didn't go well. It did, thankfully, but then I forgot to turn it back on for the release. I was much more worried about getting the fish in the water than I was, you know, getting a release shot. So got a quick picture of him when he came out, got it on camera and everything, so you know, we do know he's there. But yeah, obviously want to make sure that big boy got back safely more than I wanted just, you know, a nice good camera release. So thankfully he's okay. I was a little worried once he came out. I think he unhooked himself and then got rehooked in the net, as I honestly think what happened, because I could see like he was hooked more on the side of the cheek, but then ended up moving to the back of his mouth. Thankfully that barb was crimped down, so it wasn't too bad to get out of there, but you know, definitely could have been better too. But yeah, we're standing on this ridge here. Getting out of here is going to be a test to how unhealthy or fit I am at the moment. Oh, no. No. I had one just inside this cloud of dirt and dust that I just disturbed here. Let some bail loose here. Drop it down over this little ravine. I think we got a very aggressive rock bass here. Yes, we do. Very, very nice size for in here. That's definitely one of my bigger ones. It's okay, buddy. Really nice rock bass. I don't know if he is what gave us the bite a couple seconds ago, but he was at least in the same spot. He's really, like, his scales are really rough. It's surprising. Quick picture. We'll get him sent back. Thanks a lot, buddy. There goes. Yeah, he had like the roughest scales in the back of him that I've ever felt. It was just interesting. See if there's anything below this tree over here today. Occasionally some trout, occasionally a green sunfish, but not for a while. I used to see a lot of them in here. Caught only a couple. I haven't seen or caught any, I don't think, in 2024. That area is very sketchy over there with a lot of deep mud and a lot of like just ground that really falls away. I ran into some trouble in there last time, so we're gonna stay on this side of things, especially since it's regathering water, it looks like. Rip the worm right off of that. Alright, probably gonna throw one more worm on here. Just work this side again, but not a lot of luck in here today. Then we're gonna go downstream a little bit further. You know, the cloud of sediment we've unleashed here could actually be beneficial to us, because, you know, this will drive crayfish and like smaller bait fish out. So, you know, we could get lucky here. I threw on a big old worm. I'm gunning for a big fish with this one. Which means it'll be a rock bass or a cutlips minnow. Oh my God, that was a big rock bass. Hold on, wait a minute. That was huge. That was a huge rock bass. Come back for it, come on. That's twice. I think I've hooked him now twice. Unless there's a couple really big ones down there. There was a bite. The hook sets, can't believe I missed that one. I don't know how he spit it. Damn. It's not the big one, but we got one at least from down there. Oh, I can't believe the size of that one. I mean, don't get me wrong. Nice size for in here, especially. Let that go, buddy. Thank you. Come on. There we go. There he is. Another rock bass. Get a quick picture. I haven't brought this up in a while. Lantern fly just landed in the water. Hopefully get to see that thing get taken on camera. For Fishbrain, it keeps track of like all the species you've caught. Thank you, little buddy. And how many. And rock bass and brown trout are like in a war with me right now, like for numbers wise. So I'm just curious to see which species prevails by the end of this year, because I've been targeting a lot less like panfish this year, and I've been targeting just a ton more trout. Obviously, as you guys have seen, almost every video this year has been trout based, aside from in the summer. But even then, I had such prolific like sessions for a while that I was able to just do a ton of trout videos this year. And I don't know, like I wanted to bass fish more, and I did a lot of bass technique like reviews and stuff like that, just like new baits and stuff like that, but it just wasn't as enjoyable for me as it was with trout. Bank fishing for bass around here is just, it's hit or miss sometimes. And from a video perspective, I enjoyed it a lot more, being able to, you know, almost guarantee a bunch of trout on a solid video and go out and explore, rather than hoping for, you know, one or two okay bass. Next year, like I said, I want to do a lot more multi-species videos and stuff, but doing a full-length featured video on a body of water like this, I think could be pretty fun. Oh, come here. But yeah, so that's kind of where the inspiration for this came from. Another not too shabby rock bass. But yeah, anyways, like I was saying before, it's curious to see between the two species, between this and the brown trout, who's gonna win for like most caught. Rock bass got gained on hard by the brown trouts, but little trips like these that are equal for both. Thanks, little buddy. There he goes. You know, make the Fishbrain totals definitely interesting. I don't think I will catch more brown trout for the rest of this year than I will, you know, have already caught rock bass. They're just so plentiful in a lot of these creeks around here. So there's a whole colony of rock bass down there, and one of them could be my record, which I just set like in the last couple recordings. As of recording this, I moved it ahead just because it was about, you know, seasonal fishing and stuff like that, but that would be crazy to back-to-back rock bass. Yeah, I sold just like the end of him. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, probably the last cast in here. That rock bass isn't coming out to play. See if there's anything in transition here from that portion of the creek to the deeper one. Ooh, there is. Come on, come back for it. Missed them. Well, it didn't feel too sizable, but there was definitely something on the other end. Damn. I'm hoping it's not a rock bass, but I think it might be. I'm just going to finish up this spawn here. Then I'm going to hop up this ravine, hopefully not die. I got to hook set it up or something. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Move down the creek, fish a couple spots, and then that's probably going to be it. Because it is going on 3:30 already. What? Something just swam away from it. Saw the eye. Creek chub or cut lips? Oh, well, it's my record cut lips minnow, I think, ironically. I mean, yeah. You know what? I'll give that to him. Probably the biggest cut lips I've ever caught. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Thanks, little buddy. He is sitting on my foot. Probably not the best place to stand there, good sir. Alright, well that's gonna do it for this spot here. Alright. I'll leave my bag back a little bit further. I have never fished this spot because there's no land access. Now that all these bushes are gone for this for the fall season, I can actually access it. Battery's almost dead too. Great.